Hey guys, today we're gonna unbox the Figuarts metal cooler from Tamashiinations. This is a premium Bandai figure that costs around $120. Let's get it out of the box. So this is metal cooler, or I would say walking mirror. It's the finishing is a nice like a chrome paint. It's the plastic. It's just I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a mirror. It's just shiny. It picks everything around the room, every single light, as you can see. It's picking up the light on top, and it's just making the camera go crazy because it doesn't know what to focus. But again, the accessories are the three heads on the left. One where he's, let me see if I can go closer. One where he's screaming, one where he's just neutral face, and then one where he's angry, and the other one where he's just, kind of smiling. Then we have four pairs of hands, one open, semi-open, one just like this, and then one pointing, and then two fist hands. Sorry, I'm just kind of like I don't know what to say. My words are not coming out. And then we have two feet here on the bottom, right here, as you can see. That's when he's like standing on the rocks on the top of the hill. And again, I don't want to spoil the dragonballz movie if you guys haven't even watched it, so you find out how. It's very iconic. Then we have his tail, which is the most articulated tail that I've seen so far on a Figuarts. And at last, we have these two pieces for the left arm. That's when he gets damage on one arm, and it regenerates like Piccolo, but instead of flesh, it's actually nanomachines. Again, you have to watch the movie to know what I'm talking about. So before I start with this figure, I just want to tell you that I'm using gloves to handle this figure. This is a $120 figure. It's quite costly and expensive, and I don't want to ruin it by touching it with my hands. I have other figures that have this kind of finish, this chrome finish, that from the fandom that collects them. They say that if you touch them with your bare hands, the oils that you have here in your fingertips, or if you don't wash your hands, of course, if you touch those figures, eventually you're gonna ruin them because the oils or the acidity go into the plastic, and then potentially in 3-5 years you have it on your stand, they start rotting or they start eating the plastic. Again, that's something that I heard from that kind of fandom. And if you're asking which ones are the Senseiya mid-cloths EX figures that I'm talking about, they have those metal and plastic armors that have this kind of finish. And again, I'm handling with the gloves. I know there's some reviewers that are not, and they said it's fine. It doesn't catch any fingerprints. It does catch fingerprints, again, if you don't wash your hands. So again, everyone does whatever they want with their figure, and that's fine. But for me, I like to put gloves and handle these figures with that, just to a precaution. Okay, so I'm gonna install the tail. I mean, I already installed it, but I'm gonna take it out just for you guys. And yeah, it goes right there, and it's just this joint that goes inside. Excuse me for the focusing. I'm trying to have this camera as an autofocus, but it's just not doing the work because the figure itself is bouncing a lot of light and it's trying to pick up anything, so it just goes out of focus quite easy. But as you can see, the tail fit in quite nicely, and yeah, it just rotates. It has a ton of articulation that you can do plenty of movements with it. I don't think this part on the front rotates, so be careful with that. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't rotate at all. Don't try it. Just rotates these four pieces actually. You can rotate them and create like a nice stand for the figure to be. And then the tail itself is the thing that has the most articulation on this figure. Okay, let's start from the top. The articulation goes this much to the side. It's mostly from the neck, and there's some head rotation, and it goes this far. Mostly it's from the neck. I don't think that the head itself is going down as much. That's how far it goes down, with the neck included, of course. Let's see. Sorry guys, again the camera, and then he looks up this much as well, like that. And then we have the articulation. It goes to a T, perfect T, almost. Nope, nope. That's as much as I can possibly push myself, because I don't want to scratch it. Actually, in the instructions, you say that it says that you might rub off some areas if you don't do it carefully. So I really want to do it carefully. But that's as much as I can possibly push for my own personal figure. I mean, when you get yours, you can push as much as you want, but you might end up scratching it. So that's the downside. Okay, going sideways, the arms can go this much and can go in this much. Let me do the other one just in case. Right there. I don't know what pose would you do like that, but again, that's a nice butterfly effect. Again, I'm not gonna push it because I might end up scratching the inside, which is let me see, this part right here. So be careful, just be super careful how you handle this figure. I had issues doing that short video for you guys, because it's like, no, I just don't want to scratch it. I just don't want to scratch this figure. And you know, I'm a collector and also a toy photographer, but I want to keep my figures pristine as much as possible. Then for the app articulation, that is a very negative. It just doesn't work. You have this much to go before you hit that front plate that is right here, right there, and then to go back, that's how much. That's all you have. Why? Because you have that little tab on the back that hits the tail, and it's just that's all you get to go back. So very little articulation on the waist itself. I mean, you can rotate it. Again, be careful not to scratch it. And then you can rotate it the other side as well. Then at last, for the upper body, it's again the arms. This is how much you get from the elbow articulation. I think double elbow articulation, as far as I know. See, yes it is. But you get that much range right there. And then you got a little bit of rotation on the hand and tilt. Whoops, I forgot. The shoulder packs actually go up like this. So yeah, you can do a T-pose with this guy. I don't know how or why would you use it, but it's there for you to you know, use them if you want to. And then you can bring them down as well. All right, so the lower body, it's the thing that I kind of ruins this figure for me, because I want to make it kick, but the problem is that I know that if I push this beyond 90 degrees, I'm gonna ruin this area of the thigh. It's, oh man, it's kind of hard to focus right about here, because I know it's gonna rub into that piece of the groin. It's just gonna scratch it, or it's gonna rub it off, and you're gonna see a nice line here that it says, you know, like that you rub it off. The chrome is just, I don't know, I just don't want to push it to, I don't want to push this figure's articulation to the point that I'm gonna start making like dented lines or scratches or everything. But this is how far I'm gonna push it for you guys to see. I know that toy photographers, I'm gonna push it to the limit, and that's fine. It's their figure. They can do whatever they want, but that's as much as I'm gonna push mine. Okay, and then you have bend on the knee. like that. See, and then you have some well, some rotation on the legs. They're easy. This one actually pops off a lot, so it's just my figure. Now, I don't think it's gonna be the case for other figures, But yeah, that's how much articulation you're gonna have on the lower side. I don't think he moved that much on the movie, but then again, uh, it's a sacrifice. You either wanna pose it, however, with cool poses for toy photography, but you're gonna end up scratching it on areas that, if you're a very OCD like me, you're gonna be like, you're gonna see that mark in that rough or the scratch, and you're gonna be like, you just not gonna like it. I'm sure I don't like it when things like this scratch. Again, these legs don't go back because you have a long tail, and then you have, let's see, focus. Okay, you have this plastic piece here that it's not gonna let you go. It's not gonna let you push the leg back. So the only way to articulate it is just forward. And I think I scratched it. Just to show you closely what area I'm concerned about when positioning this figure to a nice cool photography is this area right here, this inner thigh articulation. You can push it like this and like that, but the moment and again, I'm going super close here, you go like this, you might end up, look what just happened. Mine just came off like that. $120 figure, and it's just falling apart already. How's that? Look at that. Let's see if I can put it on focus. There you go, right there. So yeah, be careful with your figures. Not sure this will go in again. There you go, it went in. Or yeah, anyway, going back at it again, I'm not gonna push it more than this much. And you notice that the figure itself will kind of like tell you what its limit is. You're already seeing this part here, that it's literally touching each other, the hip and the upper thigh, and it's just, if you move it incorrectly, again, you're gonna end up scratching your figure. All right, let me show you a couple of the faces that he comes with. Okay, I'm gonna move my reflectors, as you can see in the right side of the figure that I'm holding it. Say hi. Just pull it out like that. It's quite actually, I like this this joint piece. This is actually quite newest. I've never seen it in another figure. It's easy to make it to come out, and it just doesn't stress the joint as much. So here he's angry. Maybe Goku punched him really hard in the chest, and he's just angry. And just take it out, and we get the other one where he's let me see. He's yeah, maybe with the mouth open. And now the other one where that's his neutral. This is the last one, is his neutral stare, just looking at you, very menacing. I wouldn't say even neutral, just menacing. And he looks freaking dope. I like how this figure looks. The only thing I don't like is I can't pose it the way I want it because I don't want to scratch it. Just me. Alright, so I found a pose that I really want to keep him for the rest of its life, I guess. the pose where he's just standing in a rock, or I mean, as you can see, I don't know how to explain it. It's just part of the movie. He was very iconic. He looked very badass. But yeah, he looks really good. Let me just focusing, and he has the other set of feet that came with the figure. That's for him to be able to hold onto the rock. Plus, the tail itself is actually working as a support. But you can definitely put it on a stand too, and it will work as nicely. It will work the same. How I'm lighting this guy is by reflecting light back into it. I'm not directly lighting it. I'm actually using two white pieces, as you can see. That's how they make them look really nice in pictures for product photography. So here's a tip for toy photographers: just use reflectors very close, but since I'm using a video and I'm doing wide angle video, I can put them like really close to make it look really, really good looking, as it should. Again, this is a walking mirror. It just reflects everything. And I like what Tamashii did with the finishing and trying to experiment with this nice finish. But then again, it impacts the way you articulate the figure, and I'm coming back to the same problem. It just I feel like this is $120 semi figure, more like a statue to me, because I'm not gonna move it more than a few times and leave it and put it back into my collection display. And that's all I'm gonna do. Just perhaps just put it on this pose with different hand swaps or different face expressions, and leave it as it is, and take some cool photography with this stand. But I'm not gonna do him like doing kicks or like interacting with other characters. I'm actually afraid of dropping it because it's actually starting to chip on the chest. I just noticed it, that there's like a little tiny chip on the chest, and oh man, just by holding it, just by handling it, so it's not worth $120 to me. Let me show you how to install this arm piece that comes with a metal cooler. This is when he gets his arm destroyed by a key blast from Goku. What you're gonna do is just literally just lightly push out this arm. It's quite easy, actually. It's not as bad as other figures where you had to like hair dry it or put it on water to make it fit. So then it goes in, it goes like that. And then you're just gonna grab this shoulder pad and just literally just lightly push it out, and just grab the arm like this. Let's see if it's focusing, and just push out, or pull out, I should say. Sorry for my broken English. And then you grab the other piece, which I'm not sure where I put it. Oh, right here. See what is some focus, and then same method, you just push it back in. It's gonna be this is gonna be a difficult one because it's a tiny peg, so it might take a while. Oh, nope, man, I made it seem harder than what it is. So there's the accessory. You can leave it like that. It just doesn't have any bent articulation or anything like that. It's just like when he's just, reassembling himself with the nano machines. And to end this video, I want to show you a size comparison with two Gokus, a Vegeta, and the final form cooler on the right. Final thoughts about this figure. I wish I could be able to post it the way I wanted to, but then again, that chrome finishing, it's gonna make it really hard for me to do it, because I don't want to scratch my personal figure, because it cost me $120. So is it a disappointing figure? No, aesthetically, it's not. It's not. It's a good looking figure that you can put on your display. You can show it off, and you can do some poses, some neutral poses that will make it look badass, and it's gonna shine on your display. It's gonna look really, really cool, no pun intended. I hope you guys like this video, and again, give a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you feel like this video was for you. If you really like it, you didn't, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think too. I'm listening to you guys. I like to read them, and I will answer all of them if I can. Let me know what you like about this long content. Is it informative? Is it fun? What are you looking for? That way I can have a better path to follow and give you the best content I can provide. Okay, so thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later.